Welcome to Master Gamers Gaming. This is part 28 of our Hades 2 playthrough. In this episode we find a little bit about how Chaos played a part in Fate's disappearance.
No pressure.
If you could subscribe, that would be great. It really helps out the channel a lot, and to keep it going.
To my great cousin Lord Hephaestus, master of the forge. Such skill and artistry runs in our family, and so much of it with you. And you tolerate such intense heat without so much as a complaint.
It does get awful hot here in my forge. Suppose a nectar ought to cool me off. Not that I ought to be drinking at a job like this, but hey, no one's watching. No one needs to know. Normally it'd be otherwise Athena who'd be first to greet you and make nice, but she's been busy putting all my arms and armor to the test. Good news is the testing's going well.
The woods answer my call. For me. Be the last of them. Your favor means so much to me, Lady Aphrodite. If only I could return it somehow. Even during the most difficult of times, you bring me strength and hope.
My heart, you're truly something, you know that? You're generous, selective with your words, and gorgeous, too. I don't know whether to be flattered or a little envious. Last time you made a real difference here, you know. I shouldn't be surprised, and yet a single goddess doing so much work? You're quite the inspiration, love. And terrifying, too.
Right. Here, little fish. Got a bite. Figures.
Well done.
See that, Golly?
Should I have held back? When I was challenged by the gods themselves to decide who was the greatest weaver of all. I was just a mortal girl. Can you imagine the pressure?
I wouldn't have held back either in your place. When our limits are put to the test, only then can we discover who we really are.
All I discovered was I ceased being a mortal girl anymore. You should have seen the masterpiece I made. Athena's little tapestry wasn't even close. Maybe it was worth it. My humiliation in exchange for hers.
Olympus, I accept this message.
Pay it up. Knight.
Knight. Lord Charon, are you giving this to me? The pattern on this parchment work. The mark of Knight and a triple-headed lion and the words, I see you hoard the shattered corpses of your foes. This is a waking phrase for Zorafet. You are entrusting me with this. Well, if you think I'm ready, then I'll say it at the Silver Pool, next opportunity I get. Thank you, my lord. I see you hoard the shattered corpses of your foes. Be safe, Lord Charon.
Providing covering fire.
You're free.
Well done. You're clear. Oh, hi, Melinoe.
Good work.
Hard making friends with goddesses, but I have what I need. We can be on our own without feeling alone, you know? I hope you know. That's how it is for me.
I do know, and feel much the same. When we're not watching one another's backs, we have Selene and Headmistress watching over us. Still, it's always good to see you face to face.
You too. Most of my family I can do without most of the time. You're an exception. We may not be sisters by blood, but you'll always be Sister Melinoe to me.
Likewise, Sister Artemis.
There's a particular chill in the air tonight. I almost broke a sweat. Though our foes were partly to blame. I think I know what's going on, Melinoe, but what is going on?
The Testament of Night is what? The fear and darkness spread, which may not seem to our immediate benefit, but the nocturnal arms grow stronger through it, and the realm.
Well then, in shadow we serve, to shadow we return. Olympus figured it was Chronos up to something. I had my doubts, but wanted to be sure. My strength is yours. Got to go.
I should be able to avoid
No
this
time
lot.
to spar.
My favorite. Hit me then.
It is you.
Great mix. I wish to make an offering to you, O Knight, for always concealing the crossroads where I grew up, for the nocturnal arms, and all the many other gifts you bestowed.
I thank you for this, child, and may the nocturnal arms long serve you as a keepsake of sorts from me. The Witch of the Crossroads says you wield them with skill and grace.
She does she?
That scythe. That must be Zorafet and the aspect designated to my Thanatos. He may soon desire its return.
I had not considered that. Well, if the time has come for Zorafet to be with Thanatos once more, then I am grateful for the time we had, and entrust it to you now, O Knight.
I did not mean this soon. The underworld is not yet ready for my son to carry out his work. You are to remain bearer of the Moonstone Axe till then.
Oh, good.
I've sensed a faint trace of the being you called Typhon once again, then it was gone. Perhaps a current emanating from the river you called Time, and you found a way to put a stop to it. One fewer possibility, yet there are many more.
Come on up. Mind getting that for me? Thanks, little one. The Master Craftsman's gift.
Zorafet. Decided to take a break from all your recent outings to the surface, have you now?
There's much to be done, both above and below. You always say the greatest teacher is out there, but I always seem to find her here.
I taught you nothing of such flattery. One of Odysseus's tricks, perhaps. Let's see what others you have learned. Let me get in a strike or two next time for the sake of pride, Melinoe.
I passed the test.
Oh, I like your dress.
Hello, grandfather. This then.
I partook of the nectar which you previously gave to me, and my, such a wondrous flavor. And so I thought, I've not yet rightly earned such privileges from you.
It's not a privilege. It's a simple gift. It's not even the fancy stuff. You'll have to try ambrosia sometime, especially since you enjoy a nice golden hue.
Ambrosia, yes. Perhaps at some point I shall have opportunity to share in it along with this family. But that I know shall take considerable time. No more for now, please, granddaughter. Not while so much is left undone.
Some other time, then. For what it's worth, Grandfather, I think the bitter war you waged against Olympus may have been eye-opening for some of our relatives, at least. They may be gods, but they know they're not perfect.
Well, perfection, to my knowledge, cannot be achieved. Merely striven for. My children could be obstinate about their weaknesses, but most likely they inherited that trait from me.
Even still, with the war finally ended, there's much to be done on the surface as well as here. I'm realizing that our renovation effort in the underworld, to some extent, is worldwide.
When you get to be my age, you may yet wistfully recall the way the world used to be. It is a curse of growing old, perhaps. May our family yet guide this world into more prosperous times.
May that be so. Should come in handy. Closer to Tartarus. At least my feet are clean. Golly. Those spouts again.
Good evening.
All creatures need you, sister, not just gods. From the solitary wolf that howls in the night, to the sailor crossing waters you alone illuminate. You truly are an inspiration.
I sometimes think Olympus takes my constancy for granted, or I receive many offerings from mortals, but not gods. While it should make no difference to me, nonetheless it does, little star. Thank you for the gesture.
I draw you down, O moon. Lend me your light.
I harbored such hatred for the Titan Chronos, for all that he had done, for all he put you through. Yet now he himself is working to undo the harm he caused. Such power you possess, to have brought about such change. Wolf howl.
Together we shine. Huh.
Yeah, that's nice.
Get that, Golly?
Yeah, definitely so, like, oh, I mean, for real. Suitors. Wow, how thoughtful and all that. You dummy, though. Don't you realize I'm just gonna add this to the pile with the rest, so that some other would-be suitor ends up taking it?
Sure, it's a gift. You get to decide what to do with it. Perhaps one of those other would-be suitors would enjoy it if that's what you want. I spoke to Echo about you. Said you didn't mean to hurt her, though perhaps I shouldn't have. She responded in her usual way, but I could tell something happened. You broke her heart.
She broke her own heart. They always fall for people who don't love them back. Anyway, I'm sure she'll find someone who thinks she's awesome. Plenty of fish in the sea.
Yes, I've noticed. So, has anybody ever fallen out of love with you? Or do they all end up in the Mourning fields, pining for you for eternity?
All I know is no one's ever loved me as much as me. They're all too busy feeling sorry for themselves to really care, you know? You can't love someone if you can't love yourself. For you.
Tucked away.
Slain. I scarce believed it when I heard, but my lord father and dear mother quite insisted this was true. It seems that you possess a power far more terrifying even than our vanquished foe.
Yes. In the name of Hades. Come, you thieves. Now then.
Care for a little wager here?
Well, you ready to break a sweat again, Nem?
Don't insult me, else I'll take more than your gold after this. Now, come on. Here comes the reckoning.
Let's see it, Nem. Cheers, Colleen.
Easy. Should have had you.
Any progress locating a means to enter Tartarus? I'd transfer you my birthright if I could under the circumstances, though I'm reasonably certain that's not possible.
Got my own birthright, thanks. And yeah, been making progress. Three-headed monster near the maintenance access point to Tartarus. It digs up through the ground.
You plan to get into the lowest reaches of the underworld through the hellhole that beast leaves behind. You know that Cerberus is my father's dog, don't you?
All the more reason that tunnel's going to lead me right where I need to be one of these nights. Mark my words.
Consider them marked. Something I need.
No point in wallowing, Witchy. Whatever's going on out there, you've got to love what you do. Simple as that. Though don't take it from me. Got the authority right here.
Why, thank you, dear. We each have so much love to give. And the beauty of it is, the more we give, the more we have. To think that such a precious thing can have a limitless supply.
Give up a boon. Withstood that chaos curse I had.
She came. Back to our old and smaller stage, as you can see, just for the night, I'm sure. But our sponsor's going to come through. Put us back in the spotlight where we belong. Eventually.
Who do you even think this mysterious sponsor is, setting the location for our clash, and whether that horrid Charybdis makes a guest appearance?
Nice try, lady. You can barge onto our stage, no matter the size. You can try and take our sense of style, even our fans. But you'll never kick our sponsors. We're Scylla and the Sirens! Seems every day I keep coming back here. Now it's plain to see you wanna be under the sea with your favorite Jetty, everybody! Just like ungrateful.
Peace and quiet. Gemstones. I have the gold. Out of here. All these shades. my claim. You have a wondrous family to protect, Lord Uncle Zeus, not to mention the heavens and the earth. Yet you always carry yourself with dignity and courage, despite the weight of your burdens. Thank you for never backing down.
I've many sons and daughters, nieces and nephews, many more. And it's a pleasure to know each and every one. I try never to play favorites, but between us, young lady, you're an exception. What shall you do, young lady, now that the momentous task you've undertaken is complete? We certainly have quite a mess left to clean up, but after that, whatever you decide, may it bring satisfaction and success.
Reagent over there. Flourish.
Strong under the stars.
Always use more. Sorcery at best. Be not afraid. Rest easy now. Olympus, I accept this message. Very well. Echo, hey, about Narcissus.
About Narcissus. About Narcissus. About Narcissus.
I don't know what he was like back when you met, but he has a certain vanity about him that perhaps dulls his other senses a bit. When we speak, it's often like I'm not even there.
I'm not even there. Not even there. Not even there.
I won't forget this, Echo.
Won't forget. Forget. Forget.
folly. In the name of Hades. Two left. Flourish and reveal my path.
This is going to be a blast.
Point secured. Two down. Got you. It's rather heavy still. I think I'm finished here. Ooh.
Young lady.
All right, boy. We'll do this just like before.
What's this, witchy? Yeah, fresh from me forge.
Tough it up by now.
His coat all matted still with gaping souls. The Hound of Hell, nevertheless, seems satisfied.
Testament enacted. No more despair, good shade. There. The old service hall. Which one would help? the hammer. There's gold in this pool. Here goes. Ever-shifting chambers. Realign.
Where have you been, Louis? Not in the underworld,
Here's armor for you.
All quiet. All yours, Gully. Those hoplites. Three chambers still to go. Let me help you. Be at peace. Some of Lord Charon's wares. Mother, father.
Hello, daughter.
Daughter.
The brutal hound of hell by now permits the princes of the dead to approach.
Such a fine bottle. We graciously accept. You know, you remind me of your brother sometimes.
These customs that we share from those above, I ask that you not follow our traditions blindly. Such traditions may be partially responsible for the many mistakes that led us to this point.
I share your cautious feeling about this, Father, but of the many traditions of the gods, the act of giving nectar to those we care for seems one of the better ones in my estimation.
As Chronos, my father, has he been amenable to your requirements in all of this? No sudden or discernible changes of behavior or demeanor?
He's been himself. His newer self, that is. Rather contrite, and I dare say enthusiastic about alleviating the negative effects that still linger here and above.
We ought to remain on guard, nevertheless. Although my father never could hide his contempt. If you have rid him of that, then he truly is no longer the Titan I once knew.
two be well.
This is going to be a blast.
There. Message for me. This was stolen from us. I much prefer silver. I've not yet earned the right. Some marble. Golly, fetch. Olympus, I accept this message. Greater strength.
That gold you used to pay for this. Oh, shiny looking, sure, but blasted soft as metal goes. Can't make halfway decent armaments with it, I've tried.
Reinforced.
You take care.
Refreshing.
Returned from above ground. I must say, I'm quite unaccustomed to so many frequent visits from my kin. Perhaps if Hades and the others deigned to call as often, our relationships would not have been as strained.
Oh, this is not that sort of call. though I didn't realize you were merely lonesome. Are your satyr worshippers not stimulating enough as house guests?
They are worshippers, not kin. You are unfortunately caught in the midst of a dispute, and do not know the difference between having family around or not.
Because of you, and this dispute of yours. And now you'll be destroyed for what you've done. Was it worth it?
Well, when you put it that way, no. Had I not made any mistakes, we would not be here now, would we? Certainly not as such vicious foes. Yet here we are, each in turn facing the consequences of the past. You make an enemy of all my legions, not just me. What is that clanging sound?
This is going to be a blast.
Arrogant child. Three, two, one. Enough is enough. This chamber can accommodate more guests, I think. This. You damnable. Well, this was certainly a treat, granddaughter. Again tomorrow night, perhaps.
Perhaps. So tell me, Titan, is this what having family about is like? Bitter feuds and snide remarks?
Oh, yes. This is the whole of it. I may have denied it to you, but I was doing you a favor. You shall see. A time flow freely forward. You shall see.
For the underworld. Gemstones from the earth.
Perhaps after this point, the three fates suddenly appear and say, "Well done, Melinoe. But we shall now take care of everything." And then they do. How happy of an outcome that would be.
Return to Shadow now. I did all right that time. May the underworld renovations go smoothly.
Oh, hey. Sometimes I hardly recognize this place. The tent, I mean. Just look at all this stuff. It's practically a palace now.
I never thought I'd want to live in a palace. Though when you put it that way, I have second thoughts. Were all the latest decorative touches to your liking?
More stuff to mess with means more haunting opportunities, so yeah, I think it's fine. It's you I'm worried about. Not quite as neat and sparse in here as it used to be.
We could always neaten it up again.
Please, now.
A step toward your goal.
I learned what happened to the Fates, Lord Moros. Or rather, how Chronos discovered where they were. It was Chaos who led Chronos to them. Chaos, of course, seems to regret this now, and I don't think had any ill intent.
Oh, that is a lot of information to take in. It does make some amount of sense. Chronos having free reign in your father's house, eventually found his way to Chaos, then coaxed this vital information out of them. Then he ambushed the Fates as part of his plans for conquest.
You're taking all this better than I would have. Come to think of it, I've never seen you angry.
You're seeing me right now. It's just, my anger changes nothing, typically. So Chaos now is working to undo some of the damage caused. Chronos removed one thread in the Fates, but created another. Perhaps an unwise trade.
Making a mockery of Chaos seems unwise to me. This wasn't on the list before. Welcome to the Crossroads, Shade. Hail, music maker. I'd like to hear this one.
I get it.
The gift of music, bestowed to mortals by Shining Apollo himself, has the capacity to stir the soul like nothing else, regardless if the soul is of the living or the dead.
Well, then let's stir some souls.
One fewer wretched Titan.
Smells delicious.
Shades about this place are all abuzz in their support of you, you know. You have a gift for leaving an impression on them, and for compelling more of them to join with us.
They were just people once, or other living beings. All they ever needed was something to believe in death as well as life. And a way out of Erebus.
Well, they're sworn to you, that much is clear to me. I'd purge them all if I had any doubt. Perhaps they think they'll find a cushy spot within Elysium once all is said and done.
I think it's more than that. Here you are.
Hey.
Has anyone ever told you you look a bit like your mother, Nemesis? Having met her, I can see the resemblance. In fact, when I first saw her, well, anyway.
No, finish that thought. When you first saw her, you what?
When I first saw her, Look, I was taken aback by her appearance. In a positive way. She was like if you wore an elegant gown and gave your brow muscles a rest.
Was your idea of a compliment. Nobody wants to look like their mother. Don't look anything like mine anyway, except maybe the hair.
Lady Demeter said I looked just like my mother, which I thought was very kind of her. Queen Persephone is striking.
Think she and Nyx get on as well as we do?
Over here.
They couldn't possibly.
Our shades report good things about your animal familiars, you know. Not all such creatures get on well with spirits of the dead, so here's a little token of appreciation.
Witch's delight, cooked to perfection. Headmistress must have made this batch herself. Does she know you're giving this to me?
Just take the blasted gifts, Goddess. The Shades insist.
Full grown.
Ah, that's a nice touch.
Here you'll grow strong. A new detail. I see. This strength is mine. The pool should have something for me. Zorafet, I see you hoard the shattered corpses of your foes. The hidden aspect of Nurgle.
I, for one, was certain she'd prevail.
Much better off here than the Mourning Fields.
All of those nocturnal arms of yours got their own different moves. Do not dwell upon which one of them is strongest. Rather, choose whichever one really speaks to you.
And what if they all speak to me? Faintly, but still.
Then pick the one that gives you extra bones.
Next trial coming up. What happened to me?
We have a strong connection to the moon. Show it to me.
Your silver light is shared by everyone, though I am far more fortunate as I know you yourself, Sister Selene. I never could have found my strength if not for yours.
I always wished to be dependable. You must feel the same. Though I watched over you, out of necessity we were quite distant as you grew and trained. But now, we Silver Sisters have grown close, as though we are one.
I draw you down, O Moon. Lend me your light.
I felt a weight drawing me toward the Crossroads recently, and realized it was the pitch-black stone. So then it has awakened, almost like an eye itself, but far older than mine, and peering from the infinite abyss. There. Excellent. Apollo shall be notified at once.
Who else? Shall we cross blades again?
No hiding from this light.
Whatever you were paid was not enough.
Oh, there you are. We lost you for a bit. Must have gone so deep you couldn't spine you no more. Well, you still got your arms and legs. Must have turned out all right.
My silver's come alive. Whispers.
Time for a dazzling display.
Choose your path. Darkness guide you. The limits of my light.
The trials I devised all began precisely as planned, but from that point, not even I can influence the outcomes entirely. For instance, I did not expect to find you here, Spawn of Hades.
Infinite possibility. Hecate.
Tis not the typical slim figure of the Moonstone axe. Ah, the aspect of Charon. He has since taken up the simple orb.
So this is why Lord Charon has such definition in his arms. Do you suppose he used to row his boat with Sorafet?
Perhaps he did, or hewed off a few heads. If Nyx and the Three Fates entrusted the protection of the underworld to a certain few, they could have chosen worse.
Chaos flames.
Look now upon the moon.
You shine so bright it hurts.
Melinoe. The greatest teacher is out there. Return to Shadow now.
I merely watch impartially.
Return to Shadow now? Ouch! Return to Shadow now.
The bounds of what is possible continue to expand.
Trial complete.
That weird sound again.
Power to create. Covered up. What secrets lie within? Not quite. Do I dare?
Thanks for watching, really appreciate it. If you can subscribe, it really helps go a long way to keep the channel going and get some new content up and running. See you in the next one.
Into the cold.